Hi there. In this video I'm giving you an update on the single stage coil guns that I showed you in earlier videos that are just about completed, and finally what I've done is box them up. So the one you can see here, this one on the left with the plastic covering, is the 1500 microfarad capacitor bank, and this one here, this bigger one, is the 5,000 microfarads with capacitor bank. And let me just show you some details on these. Okay, I have a voltage doubler here. I have 1500 total microfarads here, rated at 400 volts. I've got my, right there you can just see it where this is pointing. There's 5 total thyristors connected together in parallel, and I've got myself a temporary on-off switch. Just press it down, it activates the thyristor via this 9-volt battery. And then I've glued this down with epoxy resin to the wood base. And there's my coil, which is 150 microhenries. And what I've done is I put this little platform to mount. You can just see it here. I've divoted out this little piece of wood. And then see where that little black dot is? There's a little magnet buried in there. And that holds my projectiles. And here's a selection of projectiles. And you can move this around. I've put some Velcro down on here, so you can move this backwards or forwards depending on how long the projectile is. And this is about 4 centimeters long, 16 gauge wise. So that's the completed smaller unit that I just initially made. And here's the 9-volt power supply. You can just see that there, 9-volt battery. And second one, you can't see the capacitors because they're all inside this wood box that I made. And what I did is I also put a polycarbonate shield just in case the projectile flies backwards. You don't want it hitting you in the face. So this all boxed up. I have a very big thyristor in this one. It can handle more than 1500 amps pulse. And then I've done a similar thing here. I've actually got 2 magnets, one there, you just see the stick into it, and another one buried in there. And I can put different lengths of these projectiles, and it'll stick to one or both of these magnets. That's 5 centimeters long. It's about 350 microhenries. So that's the finalized setups. And what I'm working on now, these can be plugged in, by the way, so you can plug them in. They use voltage doublers to get up to about 340 volts or so. But there's a lot of heating of the resistor because you can't directly put all of that power into these capacitors. You have to use a resistor, and you can just see it at the back here. There's a ceramic resistor. Let's see if I can find that. There it is right there, ceramic resistor. These things get really hot, so I'm going to use a power supply, variable output power supply, and I'm working on that right now. So that's my update, and thanks for watching this, and we'll get back to you in another video of how these units performed now that they're finalized.